Hey everybody, in just a short week, the Boston RV and Camping Expo is coming to the Boston Convention and Expo Center, and one of the smiling faces that you're going to see there is the young lady holding up this sign. Her name is Marcia Galvin, and Marcia has so many hats to wear in the camping industry. Tell us where you are here, first of all, and then we'll get into camping in Massachusetts. But this is camping in Massachusetts right here.
This is right here. I'm at Normandy Farms Campground in Foxborough right now. We're closed, but we're here, and looking forward to the Boston RV show coming up pretty soon. We've got our Massachusetts campground guide all ready to go out into the hands of all the campers that want to visit all those beautiful campgrounds in the state of Massachusetts.
And there are what, several hundred, right?
Yes, we have several hundred. I mean, there's beautiful country all the way from the Berkshires to the Cape. So
and
we're
everything from rustic to as touristy as you want to be.
absolutely. I mean, you could tent. We have so many guests that like tenting, new families coming out, camping all across the state, all the way up through their big RVs. So we're looking forward to everyone.
You know, it seems though a lot of people that are into camping started with the tent or started with the pop-up, where they started with the tent and then went to the pop-up, then went to the travel trailer, and then went to the the motorized thing. Do you find that here? Because you've been in business for several years here, a couple generations, right?
Right, yeah. And at Normandy, we certainly see the young families coming in that haven't had any experience, and they stay either in tents or they use one of the rentals. Rentals really have taken a leap, and that's how they're getting into the camping.
Yeah, you say that, and I'm looking out at would you call it a yurt?
Those are yurts.
Yurts,
Yes,
okay. A lot of people don't know what yurts are. I don't know if they can see it in the background out here, but it's kind of like a tent with sides, but it's lifted off the ground, so you're not dealing with the elements, which my wife would like best.
Yes, it's a yurt is a year-round universal recreation tent, and you can have anything inside.
So that's what yurts.
It's an acronym.
An acronym. See, as long as we know what an acronym is, then we also know what a yurt is.
Right.
But again, you're not going to just be representing Normandy Farms by any means. But tell us about points that people should consider. I mean, they'll come, they'll pick up the brochure, and you'll also have the individual brochures for many many campgrounds as well. But people, we don't have snow on the ground as we speak, although there's certain parts of New England that do. But people think, I'm going to wait till Memorial Day to make my reservation. That's kind of not the smartest thing, right?
No, I would get out to the camping shows, visit all the campgrounds that you can, call the campgrounds that you would like to visit this year, because people are thinking ahead. Even though there's no snow on the ground, they're thinking it's winter and we're ready to bring that camper back out and get outside.
Mm-hmm. And I would say that I'm presuming that even though most of the campgrounds in Massachusetts may be closed, they're still answering phones.
Absolutely.
And many are probably, since January 1st, are taking reservations.
Yeah, most everybody's taking reservations, at least for this year. Some campgrounds are starting to take them for next year coming up as well.
For 2020 already.
For 2020. Pick up your Massachusetts camping guide. Go on campmass.com. Look up the campground in the area that you'd like in Massachusetts and give them a call. Send them an email.
Okay. Let's talk about some practical tips about camping. If a person is going to call a campground, there are some places that if they're waterfront spots, they want specific areas. And they should do that regardless of whether or not it's the 4th of July, Memorial Day, or midsummer weekend, right?
Absolutely. The RV industry is booming. We all know that. And there are more and more people that want to camp, and there are less and less campgrounds. So, make your reservations early, because you just want to make sure you get that spot that you really like every year.
What's a good camper to you as a campground industry person? What's a good camper?
Well, I think travel trailers are pretty convenient because you can get them any length. And
I didn't mean by that. I meant the behavior of a camper.
Oh.
As far as watching their dog and that kind of thing. There might be some people that just let dogs roam, and they don't last long at campgrounds, do they?
Well, camping etiquette is a conversation.
There we go. That's it.
Yes,
okay.
Camping etiquette is definitely a conversation. You really just have to think that everybody is a human being, and you need to be nice and be respectful and show responsibility. I think if everyone did that, then camping would be you'd be fine. But camping etiquette is definitely something that campgrounds do talk about.
Mm-hmm. And even though we are in the dead of winter, I mean, it's 40, 50 degrees today.
Right.
The Patriots are playing right up the street this week when it's supposed to be 20 degrees. It's still not early too early to start thinking of camping.
Definitely not. I mean, with the camping shows coming now, and with email and online booking, campgrounds don't have to be open for you to make reservations. So if you want to go, I'd book your reservation as soon as possible.
And you've got the brochure right there, but
Yes.
Marcia, there's also an online version of it as well?
Right. Campmass.com, and that has all the campgrounds as well that are listed in the physical
Right.
brochure.
Electronically, we can
Yeah.
do it all.
Yeah.
So, Marcia Galvin, thank you so much for being with us. And, folks, be sure to look for Marcia's smiling face. Now, you won't be there every hour,
No.
but you'll be there selected
Yes, I
time
will.
periods.
Yes.
And the Camp Massachusetts booth will be there at the Boston RV and Camping Expo. Let's go RVing, everybody.